Ni hao. Hello guys, welcome back again to a wonderful platform. My name is Ramose. Yes, you are the right perfect platform for scholarship opportunities and much more about immigration stuffs. Gonna be dropping a lot of those video anytime soon. Alright, so today we're gonna be talking about Korean government scholarship, and this is one among the best opportunity for international students to go and study at South Korea, not North Korea, South Korea. So it's available full funded for both undergraduate, masters and PhD, but for the courses that just ranges for undergraduate not more than 3 years, and masters 2 years, and PhD you know yourself. So the much of the detail gonna be covering about this scholarship. Make sure you stick around until the end. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that right away now. So let's get started. All right, this link will be provided down on the description box below. You can go to much of the detail to get yourself the first-hand information after watching the video. Also see over here on the upper part of it, you can see 2022 important notes for the departments available. You are only allowed to apply to those departments released or posted on this website, not any other department if you wish to go and start. Maybe the department takes 4 years and you're an undergraduate, there's no something like that. So you have to be careful about that. If you fail to choose a department, try to look at those departments available, which one can you try to apply for in case you really need the scholarship. So you can see over here, like the important revision available, you can see university have been labeled over here, Seoul National University, and you can see the application guidelines. So you might need to jump a little quick about the application guideline for undergraduate, and you'll need to go again to application guideline of Global Korean for graduate degrees. Let's go. Clicking that way will bring us now to, you can see the guideline for undergraduate. You can see over here the important notes to take care. Please check if there are any condition, best regard, and you can see the attachment lists for undergraduate who gonna be requirement. You can see, so you can click to all these attached list files and they'll open as a file which you might need to read over there to see what document they need. Like let's see the application form. You might need to download. The problem is that I don't have the application to open a zip file. That's the largest problem over here. Anyway, you might need to go to those. In case you're using a laptop, will be a bit easier for you guys. So make sure you do that. I don't have an application that opens zip files. So let's look for graduate. You can see over here Korean language teaching professional, the university track, embassy track, and university track. You might need to check over this one very carefully. If you come over here, the same JPEG, zip. I can't open those files. Like the zip files, we can just see the promotion poster about the courses offered for graduate. But for you who are using laptop, you can just go ahead and see much of the details. I don't have a laptop currently. I'm using on an iPad, so which still looks like a mobile. Yeah, you can see the benefit for the scholarship. You can see for graduate is 1 year plus one Korean language year plus 2 years for masters. So for doctor it would be 3 years, and the research 6 months to 1 year. You can see airfare, the benefit, settlement allowance, monthly allowance, research allowance, Korean language training, tuition fee, thesis, printing fee, medical insurance, scholarship completion, grants. Until even when you complete, they still give a grant. That's pretty good. Korean proficiency grant for advanced topic level holders, for those who are gonna have higher marks on the Korean language when they pass. Then you can see for further information you can check over there. So that was it about for graduate. All right, so to make it simple, I've just found a solution to the file format which you are trying to download, so which is zip format. So now you can just go on and share with you on those documents. We had an application form, but also we had the FAQ. So I might need to take you through the FAQs because they will have a lot of answers to your ongoing questions or the question that you might need to ask me, like about the scholarship submission and whatsoever. So you can see over here, you need to read about here, and if I hold different citizenship, you can study. Even if you're an exchange student, you can see here, even if you're studying in Korea as an exchange student, you can still apply for this scholarship. If you got a bachelor degree, can I apply for bachelor degree program? No, you are not eligible. Should apply with a different major. I'm going to graduate from high school in earlier September. May I apply for 2020 program? No, you are not eligible. So for the eligibility, you have to make sure that you graduate by 31st. You can see over there, 31st 2022. Before that time, you should have already graduated. If you just graduate later, after this date, you must make sure you apply, you stay tuned and you apply for next year. Okay, it takes 1 year in my country to get a diploma after graduation. Can I apply with my provision certificate? In case you have just graduated currently and it takes a time, like maybe months, to get your real OG diploma certifying that you have graduated from bachelor's or whatsoever. So do you need that document to apply? Really? No, but you can apply with that provision certificate that you have graduated by the time you graduate with your grades and whatsoever. But although the university later on might need, you can see if they might need maybe additional document for that case, you will need to submit. So I think you can just apply with what you have. You are currently living in Korea, you can also apply. The most important part is over here. No, my grades, the grades in my transcript or school report are different from the GPA scales in a guideline. How should I submit my CGPA? Can I use the scores I got from scholaro.com? If your grades do not belong to any of the GPA scales, we accept 4.0, 4.5, 5.0, or 100 grading, 100% grading point. Maybe you get someone from 0, you get 60, you get somewhere. For that case, then you must submit additional document. But for most schools, they use this 100 grading system. But some countries, they use 4 GPA at the highest. Some countries, they use 5. This 4.5, I don't know which country uses in between, but majority of it ranges here. So in case you're university, or some countries like Romania, they use grading from 0 to 10. So which is same. Like if you got 6, meaning you got 60. According to about here, just the same. Yeah, so I need to check that. And here also we got another important, my CGPA is below 8. So am I eligible to apply? They say that they don't care about your CGPA being below 80. What they care is that you should be ranking within 20% of your class. So if you have 100 students, you should be among the top 20 performers. And for that case, even if a CGPA is not that much, you should try to tell your university or your school they prepare for you a document stating that your performance, that you rank among the top 20 of your class. My academic transcript only indicates CGPA. Another criteria, guys, you might need to read over here. So let's come to application submission before we go to our application now. May I apply for the program by submitting my application to the NIED directly? No. So you may not. Applicant, you should submit your application document to Korean university you are applying to. Since each university conduct the first round of selection, may have different application submission deadline. For those who want to use the embassy scheme, you should submit to the Embassy of South Korea. When is the deadline? You can see over here. Can I just submit just an original degree certificate? You can read over here. I can only apostle my original. You can see, should I submit translated document? You can read over here, should I get my recommendation letter from? We recommend you receive a recommendation letter from someone who can provide thorough assessments on your academic abilities, such as high school teacher, the school principal, or chair of your department, or the certificate of English proficiency. You can see over here, which means much more, guys. You can read here. So let's come to Korea language program. It's mandatory, gonna do a 1 year, no exemption. Should I pay, in case maybe you already did the language course of Korean, they can be exempted. The other document is, you can see over here, the undergraduate degree program checklist. For masters also, you have some differences, you might need to go through them, so make sure you're using a laptop so that can be easier for you to download and be able to open up a zip file. Yep, it's not in a PDF. It could be like that. I could have shared with you here. So you can see over here, once you apply, you can see you should check in like the name of the university, name of the applicant, country of citizenship, checklist, submission document. You can see over here you need to submit the application form, personal statement, study plan, letter of recommendation, application agreement, the medical assessment, document to complete required. There's certificate here also, graduation transcript, your parent or proof of citizenship, proof of overseas Korean document. In case you don't have, if you are relevant, is whereby you need to submit them like this document you see over here. So not all documents should be submitted, family. You should take that into consideration. Yeah, scores of this one, in case you already did the Korean language and you need to submit them, or English proficiency test. Yeah, say university, industrial, corporation. You can see now the bachelor's degree over here, like you check. You need to use and the desired field if you're applying for engineering whatsoever. Your information on the application over here, you need to write your name, then given name and maiden name. But if you just have, you can write just your name together with the middle name, and then you attach your passport on top right corner over here. Then you select the gender, date of birth over here, country of citizenship, you type it over there. Applicant, Korean citizen or no, you keep check over that one. Then applicant parent, then contact information, your address, in case the other country they are using PO box. Yep, right, like there. The phone start with the code, like in our country Tanzania we start with 255. The email over here, you write your email. Topic level, in case you did this, or IELTS, TOEFL level of English of education, high school program required for all applicants. So high school name, which you schooled, you write your name over here. Then location, which country was located, you write over here. Like for me, it could be Tanzania. You see, then the period of attendance, you write, maybe if you started from 2000, maybe 2019, maybe 2019, maybe to somewhere. Date of graduation, you write it over here. For those associate degrees, you can fill the detail over there. Then you come to information on academic, the CGPA. So you can choose, if you got 8, average of 8, then you should choose 100%, this as your grading system. But in case maybe you are using the GPA, you got maybe GPA of 3.8 out of 4, then you should choose the 4.0 GPA. If you got GPA of maybe 4.5, that means you are using the GPA of 5, so you should choose that one. Make sure be score for percentile, you select over there. CGPA included. Second year, they need to see your cumulative marks, the choice of university and department you are applying. You write over here. You are only allowed to apply to single university. So you write maybe no, hey. The field you choose here, if it's engineering or electrical engineering, the department you choose electrical. Other major, in case you might choose also So you're only allowed to apply to one. Previous visit to Korea, I know majority of you have or you don't have. Receive from that one, no. So if you have already received, you can't apply. Also, the answers I've given above were true and correct to the best of my knowledge. If my answers contain any kind of falsehood, I will take any legal responsibility. You agree to that contract agreement. You sign here the date. Then you write here your name. Then you write here the signature. So after there, you are done. Now you can move to second part instruction. The essay must be spaced. You type about your motivation, why you are applying for the program, background education, significant experience you have had, extracurricular activities, if applicable, describe awards you have received, type of wire, feel free, study plan, you explain about your plan of studying, your goals of studying, future plans, recommendation, you type over here, country citizenship. They say you should get someone to recommend, the majority of them being who knows you about your academic institution. So to be completed by referees over here. Yeah, checklist, you need to go through them over here, and you come correlation whatsoever you read about here much is you come here down, you type here your date, you type your name, you sign, you go on. Now form 6, personal medical assessment, here to be filled from a hospital part. Then over here you can see date, applicant name, signature. They might even seal it with muhur. Yeah, so after there you are done. Now you're ready to apply and submit it to, they have said over there you should submit to the university. You are applying direct to the university. So if you are submitting to Embassy Way and much more. So that was all about it. Best wishes in your studies to Korea, and make sure you use a laptop to get best results out of all. Signing out, amigos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.